What's up, money growers? Jacob back here with another video to help you guys out today with Navy Federal Credit Union. This is like everyone's favorite credit union, right? One that is the biggest. This is the biggest credit union there is, guys, with like $125 billion in assets or something they manage. So they're really popular and they're that size for a reason because they do a heck of a good job. So those of you that are not members yet, I'm going to talk about 8 reasons why you should join Navy Federal Credit Union. Please hit the like button like my man there down in the corner, little thumbs up icon, and please help each other out in the comments. I really do enjoy seeing that in the comment section when people are saying, hey, I got this card with Navy Federal, or I did this loan, or whatever the case is, this worked for me. Because a lot of you, probably like me, got little to no financial education growing up as a kid. This is stuff you're learning in your adult life. So please help out those that are down there in the comments that have questions and just share your experience, because that may help somebody who has a question. Now, Navy Federal Credit Union, I found the updated logo here to include the Space Force. So it's the Army, Marine Corps, Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard, Space Force, and veterans. But we're going to talk about how you can join even if you are not in the military here. So this is eligible to more people than just military members. So the military obviously face some unique challenges, especially when it comes to traveling and stuff like that, having to move a whole lot and all those kinds of things. So what's cool about Navy Federal is they don't do the transaction fees for the military because they travel a lot. So these are people who can join, all right? So we're looking at active duty members of the Army, Marine Corps, Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard, National Guard, and Space Force. If you're in the delayed entry program, so before you're going to basic training when you're in DEP, you can join. If you're a DOD officer candidate or ROTC, if you're a reservist, you can. And if you're a veteran, retiree, or an annuitant, I think is how you pronounce that word. Let's see here. Who else can join? All right, so this is more so on the civilian side. So parents, grandparents, spouses, siblings, children, including adopted and stepchildren, which I think is really cool. Grandchildren, household members, so you have like a roommate who's in the military, you can join. Certain employee groups can join as well. Department of Defense civilian employees, U.S. government employees assigned to Department of Defense installations, DoD contractors assigned to U.S. government installations, and DoD civilian retirees and annuitants. So those are people who can join. So even if you're not military, you can join Navy Federal Credit Union. There's several ways, like we just listed here, that you can do that. Now, let's jump into the first one, okay? This is probably one of the biggest things people love Navy Federal Credit Union for, is for high credit card limits, okay? They have an overall reputation for this. And a few years ago, it was even probably more so than it is today. They've tightened things up a bit now because, they had people like really taking advantage of it, and word was getting out, obviously, that was their reputation. So people are getting some really high limit credit cards, getting $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, $25,000 limits on credit cards they're applying for, with other institutions. Like, they probably would not be getting those limits. So they've got that reputation, which is part of the reason people love them. There is the whole late night hack that people do where they apply for the credit card at night when like nobody's in the office. It's supposed to help you get approved for a higher amount because it's just a machine or an algorithm reviewing it, not an actual person. That's the theory. It did not work for me. I did a whole video on that. Of all the cards they have, the flagship goes up to an $80,000 credit limit. So the flagship card, that's like the mother of all credit cards, Navy Federal. All the other unsecured cards they have go up to a $50,000 limit. So you are allowed to have 3 personal credit cards with Navy Federal, and you can actually have up to $240,000 in personal credit if you have 3 flagship cards. You can get more than one of the same card with Navy Federal. And if you do that, you can hit the bonus, the sign-up bonus on each of those separate cards, because each card is its own separate account. So if you want 3 flagship cards, then you can do that. You can apply and you get approved. You can hit the bonus on all 3 of them, and hey, you can get all 3 bonuses. You probably have to spread that out over time a little bit, but you actually can do that. So that's a possibility with Navy Federal when it comes to their credit cards, getting those really high limits that, everybody loves, right? Second thing we'll talk about for why you should join Navy Federal Credit Union and become a member with them is they have lower fees than normal. So their credit cards, all of their credit cards except one, have an annual fee of $0. The only one that has an annual fee is the flagship card. It's $49. That's it. So, I mean, compared to lots of other fees where you'll see, in the hundreds of dollars, depending on the bank or depending on the credit card company, cards that are anywhere from, $95 a year to, $150, $250, $300, $400, $550. I mean, some of these cards, depending on what they're offering you in benefits, have huge annual fees. But Navy Federal they're not big on the annual fee. Now, they do have prepaid cards that have no monthly activation or purchase fees, no balance transfer fee on credit cards. ATM cash advance fees are none if it's performed at a Navy Federal branch or ATM. Otherwise, you're looking at 50 cents per domestic transaction, $1 per 4 transactions. So again, stuff that's not going to like break the bank or anything being with Navy Federal. Now, they have almost 30,000 free ATMs. In my area, I live in Las Vegas, Nevada. I see a lot of these at 7-Eleven stores. They are partnered with some other credit unions. I've seen them at certain smaller hotels, like chain hotel properties, but lots of them are inside 7-Elevens, where if you need to run in there and pull cash out of the ATM for free, they've got over 30 or almost 30,000 of them. And then you get up to $10 in ATM rebates per statement period. So that's cool. They give you those per statement period. So really up to $120 a month you get in rebates per statement period if you pull money out of ATMs that are not part of the Navy Federal network, and you get charged a fee for it. Credit card interest rates, the third reason, right? So this is cool because, again, with the credit cards, none of them are higher than 18%. So again, lots of credit cards, you'd be, 20-something percent, 22.99, 24.99, that kind of thing. Navy Federal Credit Union, none of their credit cards are higher than 18%. They also have the Platinum Card, which is 0% interest for 12 months and no balance transfer fee. So that's cool because, that's a promo offer. But the last time I've seen it, that's the offer they had. Then when that offer technically expired, they just renewed it, and it was the exact same promo offer on the Platinum Card. That's really the big benefit of why people like it, because they can do a balance transfer fee, pay no fee for that, then pay 0% interest on it for 12 months. People use that to basically get like a 0% interest loan. And then after that 12-month period's over, the rate can be as low as 5.99%. They do have low rates in general. So this is an average credit card APR that's 5% lower than the industry average. That comes right off of their website. So they do have lower credit card interest rates than a lot of other places you're going to find. The fourth reason you should join Navy Federal is the 24/7 customer service line available over the phone. Now, not every single department is going to be 24/7, okay? Now, but the big ones that are credit cards, loan, and the fraud department. So even on holidays, you can call them and you can talk to someone 24 hours a day, 7 days a week in those departments. So if you're looking for like mortgage help or something like that, then it's going to be limited to like certain business hours. But if you have credit card questions, loan, or fraud, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, they're there for you. Every conversation I've had on the phone with people from Navy Federal so far has been good. They're usually very patient in explaining things and answering questions. And even if you're not a member yet, you can call them and you can ask them questions about the mortgages, or you can ask them questions about credit cards and things like that, before you even become a member. So they'll still help you even if you're not a member. And that's cool because some credit unions are only available during normal, business hours, right? Particularly smaller ones. So that's one of the benefits of Navy Federal being as big as they are, is they can offer things like this, that, smaller credit unions, they're just open Monday through Friday during these business hours, and that is it. Number 5 is the options for those with bad credit or people just starting to build credit. So, whoops, don't want to skip ahead. These are some of the good options they have for those who are at bad credit or they're starting to build credit. So if you're having some challenges with your credit score and it's lower than you want or it's not where you want to be, you can have a secured credit card with them. It's called the N Rewards card, and it's just $200 minimum deposit. That's it. Then after 3 months, you can get a credit limit increase on that card. Then after 6 to 12 months, the card can graduate. So if you're doing well with it, then after 6 months, hey, there's a good chance your card's going to graduate to an unsecured card. And then there you are, starting to build a good relationship with Navy Federal. Show them you're being responsible, and you'll be able to get, more loans or more credit limit increases or whatever you may need in the future, as long as you show them you can handle the money well. There's also the pledge loan, where you borrow against your savings or your certificates of deposit without a credit check, because you are using your own money. You're paying yourself back with your own money. So it's a secured loan is what it is, and you're securing it with your own money. That often comes with a lower interest rate than other types of credit, and then your on-time payments with that loan can boost your credit score. So, with the pledge loan, it's, if you have bad credit, then you could possibly get denied for a secured card. If you've got no credit, you're just starting, you're probably going to get approved for the secured card after you go through the application process. The pledge loan is essentially a guarantee because you are putting up your own money. It's secured. So it's your own money you're putting up. And I had been told by a rep that it's not a hard inquiry. It's just a soft inquiry. for the pledge loan, but I had one person give the data point that said actually was a hard inquiry. So either way, those are two good options for you if you're trying to build credit, whether you've had credit issues in the past or if you've had no credit at all. Now, the sixth reason you should join Navy Federal is because of the loan options they have. So, like the personal loan, okay, they have good, but not like the best interest rates, 7.49%. It's like the lowest I've seen them offer. And I've seen some places that offer as low as 5.93%, 5.99% on a personal loan. So they will be competitive with these kinds of things. But, so if you want to stay with them and keep all your loans and that kind of stuff with Navy Federal, you can. You'll get a good rate. But it is possible to get a better rate in other places. Auto loan, that just depends on the car, whether it's a new model, late model, or used. And they do have a chart you can find on their website where it shows like those different levels and years and that kind of thing when it comes to the interest rates. They have 5 different mortgage loans, 2 just for military, but they have 3 that are available for civilians as well. So they've got a no down payment one, they've got a 5% down payment, and they have an ARM that you can do, so the adjustable rate mortgage. All of these, except for one, have no private mortgage insurance, no PMI. The ARM might, okay? And then when you look at the description on the website, it says the ARM may have, or actually most of the loans, if you do an ARM, most of those mortgages will not have PMI, but it's a possibility. But the others they have, yeah, there's not going to be any PMI on your mortgage. Keep trying to skip ahead. The 7th reason that you should join Navy Federal Credit Union is because they have no service charges or fees on most accounts. If you look at like the monthly service fee, all these accounts I'm listing right here for you. I mean, free active duty checking account, $0. Free easy checking, $0 fee. Free campus checking, $0 fee. Free everyday checking, $0 fee. Flagship check, if $0 if the balance is more than $1,500. $10 monthly fee if it's under $1,500, okay? So, I mean, again, very, very reasonable when it comes to fees and things like that, where lots of financial institutions tend to like kind of nickel and dime you with those things. Navy Federal is not one to really do that a whole lot. So that's another huge benefit and a huge reason that people love being a part of this credit union. And point number 8 here is that relationship matters. This is why you should join Navy Federal as well, because relationship matters with them. You can build a much better relationship with Navy Federal than you can with a big bank, because the big bank, you're really just another number, right? And even though Navy Federal is the biggest credit union in terms of the amount of assets they manage, you're working with them and you show them that, hey, say you're building your credit, so you do either secured card or a pledge loan, right? Later down the road, maybe open a CD account. You have a checking and savings account with them. You show that you're doing those kinds of things and you are working within their network and you're utilizing and maximizing lots of the tools and options they have available for you. Down the road, you're going to be able to get loans for things you may need, whether it's personal, whether it's business, whether it's auto, mortgage, that kind of thing. I mean, they're going to be giving you credit limit increases on your credit cards. That'll be a soft pull that you won't even have to ask for. They'll just review them for you. I mean, if you work with them and you show them that, you like their services and you make them a priority and using them as a credit union, then they're going to reward you for it. So, of course, because they're credit union, they can also be more lenient with certain policies or qualifications versus like a bank, because they're more member focused with credit unions, where banks, you're just, particularly big banks, you're really just another number. Like, that's what you are at big banks compared to credit unions. So, and also they can be more forgiving, right? Say you fall on hard times or something like that. They can be more forgiving. They do have more flexibility. They can be more forgiving. They do have more flexibility with certain things just because, again, they're a credit union and they're not a big bank. And they're generally more personable and more member focused. And the last part, please help each other out in the comments section, okay? Like I said earlier, lots of you, probably like me, were getting, little to no advice or guidance when it comes to finance stuff growing up. So please help each other in the comments section. If there's something I missed, another great thing about Navy Federal, tell it down there in the comments section below. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell, because I'm going to come to you guys with a lot of videos. We're talking daily videos on this channel, and you don't want to miss it. So, hey, I'm happy to have you here. I appreciate you watching and being so awesome. That's going to be it for this video, and I'll see you guys again soon.